Okay, the topic of this video is sharing Bible stories. We're going to talk about the 5 loaves and 2 fish. Jesus said to his disciples, "Let us find a quiet place to rest a while." He had heard that his friend John the Baptist, had just been put to death in prison, and he needed to be alone. But many people were trying to see Jesus and won't leave him alone. As men, women, and children flocked to Jesus, his heart was touched. They were like sheep without a shepherd. Soon the hillside was full of people eagerly drinking in Jesus' word. Hours later, the disciples suddenly noticed that the sun was setting. These people were a long way from home. "Send the people away," the disciples told Jesus. It will soon be dark, and they haven't eaten all day. "How many people are there?" asked Jesus. 5,000 men plus women and children. The disciples replied. Jesus suggested, "Why don't you feed them? Feed the people here." He turned to Philip and asked, "Where can we buy bread to feed all these people?" Then Andrew came. "There's a boy here with 5 loaves and 2 fish. He said, he will gladly give it to you." All day Jesus had known what he would do. With the young boy in mind, he had planned a wonderful miracle. Jesus said to the disciples, "Divide the people in groups of 50s and 100s." The people sat on the grass in orderly groups, looking up to heaven. Jesus blessed the loaves and fish. Then he broke them into pieces and handed them to the disciples. They in turn passed them out to the crowd. All the people ate until they were satisfied. "Gather the leftover pieces so nothing is wasted," said Jesus. The disciples obeyed and gathered up 12 baskets full of food. What a miracle! They had started with only 5 loaves and 2 fish. Does Jesus still plan such wonderful things today? Does he have his eyes on you? Will you give him all you have so that others can be blessed? So we were talking about Jesus feeding the 5,000, and Jesus can do anything he wants. And what happened was that the little boy only had 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish, right? I felt like there was a little bit of a doubt in the fact that some of the disciples didn't know if they had to buy food to feed the 5,000, but all things are possible with Jesus, you know. Jesus can send many food from heaven to be able to feed the 5,000. Jesus is all about miracles, you know. He is the miracle, though. So he had plenty of food to feed the 5,000. And I remember Jesus saying, if you trust in me, look what's going to happen, right? See, exactly. If you trust in Jesus, he is the provider. Jesus is the provider. He can do all things. He can do everything. He's God. He's the disciples didn't have to have money to buy food because Jesus took care of that problem, you know. If you lay a basket out on your bed and ask Jesus to put a piece of bread on in a basket, he'll do it. I believe in those kind of miracles, you know. That if you ask for gold dust, Jesus will bring it. I never saw those miracles before, but I believe that God can send things from heaven. He can. He can. Absolutely, he can. I totally believe that. I totally believe that God can do all miracles. With the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, you know. They didn't start off with a lot of food, did they? No, they didn't. And Jesus blessed it and gave thanks to God. And there was many food to feed the 5,000, you know. And nothing is too hard for God. Nothing is too hard for Jesus. I'm telling you, Jesus does everything, you know. Whether people believe it or not, it's very true. God does everything. Yeah, he can heal anything. He does all miracles. Every miracle that you can ever think of, God will do. Just to feed the 5,000 was a serious miracle. It had to take a lot of fish and bread just to feed 5,000. Jesus will never let anybody go hungry because he provides for all. He provides for all, though. He does. Jehovah Jireh. Jehovah Jireh is the providing Jesus. So don't ever think that you can't make it in life. Yes, you can. Anybody can make it in life. All you need to do is ask Jesus to provide for you. and it will happen. I guarantee you. So, well, guys, it's 10 minutes on the clock. And I will see you guys on the next video.